I don't know very much about my grandfather, but I knew so much. My grandmother outlived him so long, so I know more about her. But the point is that they were a forgotten part of the story. And what I want to do is bring that into our memories. I want to direct my first question, just for an icebreaker kind of thing, with asking Senator Shipp to just kind of lead us on with her comments about what that meant to her in terms of the women and the families, or any portion of that, as an opening comment.
Thank you, Terry. One of the things that I want to address is the educational aspect of the children of the West Indians who were the diggers in the canal. The Isthmian Canal Commission established a school system in September 1904. By June of the following year, a census revealed that 1,000 colored children residing in the canal zone between ages of 6 and 16 were illiterate. By January 1906, a superintendent was appointed and the first public school was opened for those children. Enrollment increased as a result of compulsory attendance. By May 1906, 16 schools were in operation with 14 American teachers, 1 Panamanian, and 19 West Indians. Between 1906 and 1930, the 2 upper grades were separated into elementary and junior high. Junior high offered pre-vocational training and classes in specific subjects. Kindergarten and 9th grade were added in 1941. 10th grade was added in 1946. This resulted in senior high school. Grades 11 and 12 were added every year thereafter. Additionally, night classes were offered for adults between 1943 and 1946. Most teachers were West Indians. They had received their training in their native islands. These teachers were credited and they started home economic classes. They brought their sewing machines from their homes into the classrooms so that the females could learn how to sew. They had a vision. At that time, that's what women's role was, mostly at home. But not all migrants lived in the canal zone. As you heard my tia say, her family lived in Panama City. Because there wasn't upper grades in the canal zone, a lot of those children went to Panama to be educated. Panama did not really want to educate the West Indian migrants. They felt that they should not be there. In fact, they wanted them to go back home. But they insisted, and they found a way. In some cases, they were able to find sponsors to help their children be enrolled in Panama City. The one thing that happened, once you went to school in Panama, even though you were 10, 11, you had already passed and you were in 6th, 7th grade, when you went to Panama, you were demoted to the 3rd grade. You know why? You didn't know Spanish. That was quite unfortunate, but they persevered. For those residents of Panama City, they went to private homes. There were schools established by Bridget Eard, known as Yaya. There were schools that were addressing business classes, Mr. Burke in Panama, and my own maternal grandmother, Louise McGrath Walker. She started the business school in the Canal Zone, and when she moved to Panama City after my grandfather retired, she continued to teach out of her home. They knew that education was extremely important. That's one of the things that I want us to continue doing as a nation, as a group of people. We can't survive unless we continue education. So do not forget the plight of the diggers. Do not forget that education is extremely important. Think of all the things that they had to endure for their children to survive and be educated.
Thank you. Thank you. So now we're starting to see the role of women taking shape while people were doing one thing and women are doing another. Now, as you gain or as you hear and again want to respond or have a comment, let's make sure we do this. Another thing that Dr. Lennon talked about was the whole idea of the benefits and the health issues and the movement around getting better situated with